Future Wrestling Podcast live right here on YouTube. And we are ready for the old school Royal Rumble. Of course, guys, I never go alone. I never come alone. Most of the time I don't, though. I brought some good fellas to the show. First off, my co-host, Bronson Tron. Welcome, bro. How are you, and where can they check you out at?
Thank you. The almighty Bronson is back. Yes, you could catch me at Bronson Tron Twitter. Bam.
You're so simple, I swear. Of course, one half of the Slam Pigs podcast. We also have Travis. Welcome, bro. Where can they go about it and plug your shit?
One half. It's like a pie that everybody gets a piece of Slam Pigs. There's so many shows. You're on one of them. Bronson's been on so many. What's going on, guys? I love coming back for these old school shows. Thank you for having me as a guest. And Logan, you can't use a Goodfellas reference to kick off the show. You never even seen the flick. Come on.
I had to. Just
As always, catch me on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. Check out Hibiki TMD on YouTube. Hit that subscribe.
Of course, guys, don't miss. In 3 weeks' time, we will have the post show on Slam Pigs with Michael returning to the Big Four pay-per-view post show. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And then also
took last week off. You guys filled my ass out on my show. Thank you guys, and hopefully we can be live Royal Rumble post show on Grapple Vision. All of us get both the channels together, get it done.
I hope so. I really do. But also, it seems like I always bail your ass out, Travis. Once in a while, like once a month, I do, don't I?
I mean, you don't pay my commissary or anything, so
That's true. I do though.
I'm just shaking in my boots at the presence of Almighty Bronson over here. I feel like he's wearing like a fucking Thor helmet with that intro this week.
Huh.
Ron, are you wearing a Thor helmet?
No, definitely not. I got the ghost mask from Modern Warfare.
He's not a Thor fan.
Warfare.
Well, Modern Warfare 2 to be specific, but yeah.
Yeah, because
that's the best one. Oh, MW3 was my shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was kind of let down by that one, but okay. Yeah.
Different developer company, though. They took it. Okay, this is not a gaming podcast. What are we doing? Royal Rumble.
We could. This is definitely the Royal Rumble old school edition. I mean, Travis, when you think about the Royal Rumble pay-per-view and the what we are gonna have in 3 weeks' time, can we basically start the show off and just talk about the women's Royal Rumble, the expectations of that?
I'm not hyped in any way, shape, or form about the women's Rumble. I know it's a shitty take. Come at me. It's just my opinion. It's unneeded. I'm so tired of saying it on social media, on my platform. It's overkill. 2 Rumble matches on the same show. I only hope it's not an hour's length. I hope it's at least maybe the 95 Rumble, which we can talk about tonight, which was it was the shortest Rumble. It just flew by. So maybe they'll do that with it.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you there. You're not alone. I mean, it's definitely, yeah, it's overkill. There's no need for 2 fucking Royal Rumbles. Yeah, it's all a bunch of women, but that's not making it special anymore by having 2 fucking Royal Rumbles in the same match. That makes me wonder, though, if you got 2 Royal Rumble, how many actual singles matches is there even going to be then, right?
2, 3. 2 championship matches.
That's got to be it then.
The tag team match that was announced tonight on Raw.
Yeah, but let's not count the pre-show. I mean, the actual Rumble, because you figure the 2 Royal Rumbles, and then you said that the 2 championship. It's probably going to be a lot of pre-show matches, I'm guessing.
I mean, what they did announce that Sheamus and Cesaro tonight will get their rematch at the Royal Rumble and against Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, which, as long as Jason Jordan's not in the Rumble, I'm happy.
I watched a little bit of Raw. Man, that was cringy today. But maybe that was supposed to be cringy with him just making them all look bad. Oof. Yeah, that was something.
His promos are terrible.
Well, well.
He just can't talk.
Yeah, but again, it's another case of WWE just shoving a guy down your fucking throat, and that's the case with him.
And the crazy part is that they're gonna shove Jason Jordan down your throat with the same segment as Roman Reigns.
Yes, shoot me now.
That's that's terrible. Like I don't understand that. We know Roman Reigns is gonna get booed, but then you add Jason Jordan to that. It's like, hello.
I gotta say too, why did they need to take belts off of the bar? I mean, that was not necessary. I mean, what is the point of this? How long do you guys see this championship? When do you see them losing the belts? At the Rumble, you think?
I hate when a guy gets injured like Dean Ambrose did, like in real life, and then they do a title change immediately. It comes off like, oh, we had to change plans in the writing. And I hate that. And that's what it did with Jordan and Rollins. Like, whatever plans they had to scramble last second, and now we're stuck with this. I agree, man. The Bar, talk about a breakthrough team, one of those thrown together teams like Rusev and English that had just worked. And I enjoy the Bar, and I would have liked to see him with a longer run, like you.
Yeah, because for forever and a day, I couldn't stand Sheamus. I was so sick of him. He was basically in that Blandy Borton phase of his career where I was like, every time I just change the channel or something. But he's reinvented himself, which is nice.
But at the same time, I feel like, Sheamus is also probably winding down. I don't know if you guys saw that in the news about spinal stenosis and
yeah.
But also, I feel like as soon as they would ever separate him and Cesaro, it would kind of go back to that. Because he'd be on his own again, and they don't know how to book Sheamus. They never have. Okay, it's an old school show, so I'll throw out an old reference. You remember Nathan Jones?
Yes.
Do you remember how he had a great look? He could kind of talk. He had an accent. He was foreign, but he shit the bed. He was awful. I feel like they were starting to book Nathan Jones kind of legit, but he couldn't work at all. But I feel like if Sheamus would have had that more serious gimmick the whole time, it might have been better. Because Sheamus, say what you want, he's going to have a Hall of Fame career, and for a bigger guy, he can go. Definitely.
Yeah.
He can
And
definitely
he won a
go.
Royal Rumble. So there you go to tie it all together for your special.
See, 2 minds think alike. I was actually about to say that.
And let's not forget too, he won his first world title like 4 months into his career.
And not a lot of guys can say that.
That happened at a time where, God, that was fucking late 09. That happened at a time we were so desperate for something new because we were getting Randy Orton and John Cena in like Iron Man matches in like 09 and stuff. And it wasn't a lot happening. It was the same old faces. So I was kind of excited when they first played because he came from WWE ECW out of nowhere.
Yes.
He beat Cena in the tables match. I was on the Sheamus train until they squashed him against Triple H, of course. And
yeah. WWE, you have a good thing going, and they just feel the need to just fuck it up like they always fucking do. Fuck, Oh,
it felt like him winning the King of the Ring was kind of like rubbing salt in the wounds with like that Barbarian. The Barbarian, too, is what I'm talking about here. The old wrestler. That type of antlers crown was awful.
See, I guess I missed that. Or I don't have any memory of it.
You're the luckiest man on earth.
Luckiest man on earth, Bronson Tron. Here's a question for the Royal Rumble coming up. What surprise entrances do you think is going to happen?
Anyone, men and women, you're asking, or just the men's Rumble?
Any of them.
I don't know. I mean, if the rumors are saying that she's not, I mean, you gotta have something big for this women's Rumble. I figure if Ronda should debut, but she's saying she can't because of whatever scheduling. But other than that, I mean, maybe I'd say since it's a 30-woman Royal Rumble, I'm thinking you're gonna see an appearance from Trish, Lita, maybe Victoria. I'll throw those out there.
Tessa Blanchard.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Why not? About that, actually.
But you don't think she would go straight to NXT? Oh, no, but they're using NXT people. So, yeah, never mind. I said that. Yeah, you're right.
Well, speaking of that, Bronson, what about NXT stars?
Well, let's see. Well, iconic duo, perhaps. I could see them making an appearance. Yeah, actually, I'll say 95% certain they'll probably make an appearance there. Let's see what other definitely
Sexy Star.
Yeah, that'd be funny. What's this? Oh my, I'm drawing a blank. What's the sanity?
There's
The Scottish chick, the sanity chick. What's her fucking name?
Nikki
Wow, I'm drawing a.
Cross. That would be awesome.
Yes,
girls.
yes, Nikki Cross. Yes.
That's Bay for a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah.
Bay, but she's awesome.
I've seen it on Twitter.
Here's a question. Do either one of you guys ever watch fucking Impact anymore? Ever?
No.
Nope.
Last time I saw Impact, I'll tell you, was when they were joining Destination America, the first episode on that network. So that was like
a while now. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe was still with the company. That was Joe's last year with TNA. So yeah.
Do either one of you guys know Taya Valkyrie?
No.
Nope.
She was from like Lucha Underground, and she was in Impact for a little bit. I don't even think she's there anymore. She's a hot free agent. Laurel Van Ness, who just left Impact, she was like the champion there. She played Daniel Bryan's like estranged lover in some skit
I remember
before.
that.
Yeah, and then she went to TNA and became that drunk character, kind of like Courtney Love is what the character reminds me of. Maybe she could pop up as a debut. I don't know. I just hope they don't overdo it with the quote-unquote legends of the past, because that's probably my biggest pet peeve about modern Rumbles. They overdo that shit. Like maybe one or two. Two maybe might be a little bit much too when you want to have a more serious type Rumble. I don't know. But when you got like the 2012 Royal Rumble comes to my mind. There were so many fucking legends in that. It was ridiculous.
2012 one. Who won that one? I don't even remember who won that one.
That was Sheamus, but that's what reminded me of it. I was thinking like it had Santino Marella and Mick Foley, like the Cobra versus the Sock. You had Road Dogg, you had Karma, you had so many. Of course, JBL always comes out for a fucking Rumble. It seems like so many guys in that Rumble from the past. There were others I'm forgetting, but go back.
Wait, is that the same one where Godfather comes in? He's just at the apron and then he gets eliminated. Was that one?
That could be.
Okay, because I know he was.
I thought that was 2011 when Alberto Del Rio won.
No, that was when it was 40 man the first time. And the reason that was the only 40 man is because they had all the fucking Nexus guys. They had to fit them in. Just for John Cena to eliminate all of them by himself, by the way. God, I know way too much about Rumbles. It's legit my favorite pay-per-view every year, more than Mania, more than anything. I love the concept.
I always like that. Yeah, definitely. I'm with you, man. That's what was my favorite thing about WWF was definitely those Rumbles for sure, man.
Logan, who came up with the concept of the Royal Rumble?
Oh, shoot.
Your boy. Pat Patterson was the guy that came up with it.
I hate you. Pat Patterson. Well, that is true. I'm not. Nope. Not going there. Not going there.
No, he really did. He came up with a lot of stuff. It was a brilliant concept. It's just like the Battle Royal concept on steroids, right? And the first one was the TV special on USA Network, and Hacksaw fucking Jim Duggan won.
Yep,
nothing happened out of it.
First ever Intercontinental Champion too.
Yeah, that was 1988.
Yep.
The very first Royal Rumble. I remember that. I remember watching it.
I was gonna say you weren't even alive, man.
I know. I was. That was like a generation before me. But yeah, WWE Network.
Yes, that's good for the WWE Network because you kind of screwed on your history with wrestling. I guess I guess there's YouTube, but even then, that's only there until they say, "Hey, take down my shit."
Yeah.
I don't even remember the first Rumble. I always thought the first Rumble as a kid was '89 because it was the first one on actual pay-per-view. That's the one my parents had on VHS, right? So I always thought Big John Studd was the first winner. When I found out in later years it was Duggan, And plus on this same show you had Dino Bravo breaking like the bench lifting record with Jesse Ventura helping him with like his pinky, which is classic. You had a really fucking disappointing match though with Ricky Steamboat and Rick Rude, I believe. Wasn't that good.
Okay, I do. Go ahead, Bronson.
Oh wait, who I missed that was fucking cutting out. With who you said there, Travis?
Oh, the opening match of the very first match ever on a Royal Rumble card was Ricky Steamboat and Rick Rude, and it was very disappointing. It was lackluster.
That's very wow with those two.
I know,
That's
right?
wow. What the fuck? Damn.
Speaking of history of the Royal Rumble, you guys mentioned, well, I mentioned the 2011 40-man Royal Rumble where, like you said, had to get the Nexus crew in there so Cena can bury their ass, which was cool, I guess.
It wasn't cool. Well, how was that cool? Ugh.
That was sarcasm.
You get me
Big time.
fired up, Logan. We'll do it.
You know,
I always do that.
speaking of old Royal Rumbles, I guess the first Royal Rumble I ever seen was the '94 Rumble. That was speaking of which, we talked off air there. Lex Luger, Bret Hart finish. So first ever Royal Rumble I ever saw.
And
Good stuff.
the Undertaker rose out into the heavens.
Yeah, where every like 30 people beat the shit out of him, and that, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was gone. He was gone until SummerSlam, where they fucking had Leslie Nielsen as the investigator.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You had to kill it. You had to kill something awesome with Leslie fucking Nielsen.
I don't know. I like those Naked Gun movies, so I was a fan of his. You know, I mean, at least it was recorded. You know, he wasn't live, or was he there live? I don't think he was. I don't remember.
But the '94 Rumble, the Lex and Brett thing, right? The first time two guys won simultaneously. They say what you want about Luger in ring. They timed that beautifully. All the camera shots they did, they really did, and I think they legit hit at the same time. Even as a kid, I was like, wow. I don't think that was the planned finish either. I've read different stories on that.
I don't know.
I know that Cena and Batista won in 05. That was not planned. But they timed that beautifully for what a botch it was. And Vince was legit pissed. He tore both his fucking quads. And that was what. So I love that. I love the 05 Rumble too. That's a good one that doesn't get talked about a lot. Do you remember that spot where Paul London was like on the apron? He got clotheslined, did like a moonsault, and got eliminated that way? It was sick.
No, I don't remember that. It's been a while.
I do.
Look at me giving props to Paul London for once, Logan. That's a new year. It's a new me. I'm going to be kinder to Paul London this year.
I know. But you're not going to get me to say anything positive about the Brian Kendrick. Just saying.
Leave him alone. He's hurt.
Oh, come on. He only broke his nose. And
his
other stuff.
Socket.
Well, here's some trivia. I think the '93 Royal Rumble was Big Boss Man's last match with the WWF, I believe. Him against Bigelow.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, of course, you know, Yokozuna winning it, which that was, you know, that's crazy, right? He debuted in '92. That was a push, like, he got pushed pretty. He became champion real quick if you think about it. Well, when did he debut, Travis? Like what? Like October '92, something like that.
Yeah, I remember, and that's one of those moments as a kid, like you remember sitting in like your living room, right, and you remember watching Superstars, and I remember watching Yokozuna debut as a kid against some jobber, and it was like, say what you want looking back, but at the time you never really seen a character that pushed that way in that company, so it was different. It definitely caught everyone's attention. And then I remember like his first match was with like fucking Virgil, and then he won the Rumble. He went from like a Virgil feud to winning the Rumble. Everyone says they love '92 the most, and I get it. That's a great Rumble. It's so good, but for me, '93 for some reason has always been my favorite, even though I don't like the finish. I love the Rumble match, but I don't like the finish. It's awful where Savage tries to pin him and Yokozuna pushes him off, and it's so awful how Randy Savage, like, you know what I'm talking about? Ugh.
Yeah. Oh wow, forgot about that until you just brought up. Oh, that's
I
terrible.
just love the Bob Backlund story in that to this day. How and why would they did that out of nowhere too? You know what I mean? Because Bob Backlund came back right before that, but like to little fanfare, and then they made him the Iron Man. And I kind of feel like the Flair and Backlund, '92, '93 was when we first started seeing a trend of like the Iron Man in each Rumble, the guy would go like 45 minutes. Well, actually, it was like Rick Martel and DiBiase before that who got like that moniker, right? Because they would go like 40 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But who is the guy with the longest Rumble time.
Mysterio, right?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio still holds that record.
That's a
in
guy we could maybe see pop up.
2006.
That is a guy right there you could see come
Another
up.
guy.
Actually, you know what's another good? The Rumble I actually liked, and it was kind of unexpected, is the '95 Rumble where Shawn Michaels and Davey Boy hung out to the end, and Bulldog thought he won, and then that
Yeah, but it
famous
was a
that
half
everybody.
hour.
It was.
Yeah, that the '95 Rumble was like every 30 seconds. It was the quickest Rumble ever. For some reason, they did it that year. Remember, like the winner would get Pamela Anderson, and that's how they did that with at WrestleMania or whatever.
I don't know.
She
That's still a good Rumble though. I mean, even though I didn't realize it was that short, I still like that Rumble.
I wish Mike the Slam Pig was here. Cheap Plug Slam Pig's podcast. He loves that Rumble, and he quotes it like all the time. Unfortunately, talking about like Lawler quotes and that. It's just an inside joke with him being my brother growing up and watching that. Only I would get what he was. I don't know. But shout out to Mike.
Here's some interesting shit about that one though. They did an encore presentation of it late, like the following the Tuesday, whenever they replay pay-per-views, and then they added extra stuff to where Piper was there talking about it. Then Shawn Michaels came out at the end and super kicked him or something like that. I forgot what it was.
I should spontaneously just call him, get him on your guys' show. He's probably getting ready for work because he, as much as I love Rumbles, Michael is like God. He's all about Rumbles. He's stat boy more than I am, and that's
Go ahead.
sad.
Go ahead, Colin. Go ahead. Even though I know this is a bad idea.
Wait, you're actually gonna call him right now? Really? Oh
Yep.
shit!
We are live.
It's for the sake of you guys' show, getting butts in the seats.
Yeah, I know this is a bad idea.
I'm not scared.
No, it's a good idea, and then it's a bad idea because he's such a heel.
Michael. Nope. We tried. Sorry, I didn't mean to sabotage your show.
Dang.
It was worth it.
Damn it.
Next time.
Well, next time. Of course, we'll have Michael on one day. No problem. No problem.
He's literally probably just leaving for work, and he looks down at his phone like, what the fuck?
A Skype call? Yeah, that's Michael. Now, looking back, what is your top Royal Rumble moment of all time?
It's a hard question.
Yeah, that is a hard question. I didn't even think about that.
I do top 3.
Yeah, let's do a top 3.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, yeah, that feels right.
That feels.
You know what's an underrated moment, and I'm gonna put it on my Rushmore list. Fuck it. When Maven eliminated the Undertaker, that crowd went ballistic. I popped at the time. Who saw that coming? And the way that Taker followed it up was fucking epic. The way he just beat the shit out of Maven, threw him through the popcorn machine. It was so good.
And let's not forget the chair shot he took without putting his hands up. It looked pretty brutal.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, you idiot. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Concussion.
Yeah,
concussion.
Exactly.
Concussion.
Today. Big time.
Oh, Royal Rumble.
It seems like they train to take chair shots now.
I would hope.
I hope so.
Yeah, but if you look at it,
are you against that, Logan? You don't want him to do that?
No.
Just go out there and pretend you're fucking Masato Tanaka and just let the fucking fur fly and take it.
Take a chair shot.
Or Balls Mahoney. I mean,
or
he loves bashing.
Mahoney. Those matches were concussions. Like each of them left with 3 each.
I mean, I took a super kick 2 years ago, so what the hell? If I can do it, you can do it. I'm just kidding.
I mean, ECW, man. You could blame that for the chair shots. Because was chair shots that had that prevalent before ECW? Not really, right? I mean, I'm sure they did it on occasion. I don't think that.
And they were always like back in like the glory days, right? You're talking like the early '90s and '80s.
Yeah.
They would take the shittiest chairs like on the fly from the crowd. Sometimes they'd have pads. I've seen matches from back in the day where the guys would hit him with the padded part, and the guy would sell it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Definitely not the same to ECW.
No, definitely not. Let's see, though. Getting back to your question.
But they were too busy having fucking cobras bite people to worry about chair shots in WWF in like the early '90s. So
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, when it bit the shit out of Macho Man. Yeah,
They just cut out the middleman and went that way. So that was a great Rumble moment too. Jake the Snake in the '92 Rumble, right? With Macho Man, didn't like Savage eliminate himself in like the Botchamania clip because, but he just comes back in and nobody cares in that Rumble. That had so many stars in that Royal Rumble.
What's it? Let's see. Kurt Hennig was in that one, right? Mr. Perfect.
'92.
Yeah.
I think he was in Flair's corner at that time.
Oh yes, yes.
But he was in the next years and he eliminated Flair. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, '93.
Yeah, because Ric Flair left WWF like January or February of '93 that year.
Yeah.
So actually, his last match was on a Raw, and
it was on a Raw, against Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I guess Logan, you know what's good about Rumble? I mean, Ric Flair's fucking promo after he won it. That's classic.
Yes. Put that cigarette out. So good.
Yeah, that's a classic promo right there.
It's that promo has so many elements to it that hold up, that it's timeless. With I just like the humor of Mean Gene, you know what I'm saying? With the passion in Ric Flair's insane fucking eyes.
Mm-hmm. You know, I gotta say, you know, another thing that we talk about, there's lack of managers. Also, you know, what's lacking in wrestling is a good backstage interviewer like Mean Gene. We need another Mean Gene, but there's never been another Mean Gene. You know,
the last 10 years, they had guys like Todd Grisham, Logan.
Give me a call. Give Logan a call.
I mean, yeah, I can't think of anybody who's come close to Mean Gene backstage. Yeah, nope, nobody. Because he could go back and forth with them, you know. That's what made him special, and he was charismatic. And I mean, man, he's a one in a million, man. Never be replaced. Mean Gene.
Funaki was pretty good.
Yeah.
The number one SmackDown announcer.
Funaki was probably in a couple Rumbles. You remember when Taka Michinoku got eliminated in the Rumble? He fell right on his face.
Yeah.
They showed the replay like 27 times. It was hilarious.
And then that one also, Jerry Lawler was going racist and calling them Chinese.
God.
Yeah,
what Rumble was that?
I want to say 2000 or 2001.
There you go.
Yeah.
Something like that. My Chinese references. So, for your top 3 Mount Rushmore Royal Rumble moments.
Well, Mount Rushmore was not top 3, but yeah.
Top 3 mountains.
Top 3. I would have to agree with what Travis said earlier. The Maven Undertaker spot was great. I think overall Kane's eliminations in that one Rumble 11. I think that's one of my favorite moments because it made him out to be a 01. It made him out to be like a badass, and that's what. To me, that's the moments that I want to see help somebody in the Rumble and also help them character-wise.
Until your favorite wrestler in the world broke that record.
Don't you.
The big puppy dog.
I guess one would be Shawn Michaels' elimination in '95. That whole him hanging. So I would put that one, but other two would be.
You said 95, and Travis is about to shit on that pay-per-view.
My number 2 is when Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior met eye to eye for the first time in the 1990 Royal Rumble, and they did like the crisscross applesauce. They did like the big man back and forth. The crowd was going nuts. It would lead to WrestleMania 6. It was fucking. As a kid, this was the first moment that blew my goddamn mind in wrestling because they never booked that territory. Never booked babyface versus babyface a lot. Until really this match. Then you'd see Bret and Bulldog and other ones. But this one was the one like, holy shit. I was like 6 years old. My God. I love this moment.
That is one of the biggest moments, I think, in Royal Rumble history, too. So, though, the question is, like, what is the biggest moment that we can say? And I'm not saying like
taste.
what. It just depends on your taste. Like, I remember asking somebody this on Twitter, on a message or something, and they said Rey Mysterio winning the Rumble was their biggest moment. And
I actually like Benoit
it's,
winning more than Mysterio. The way it was the same way
I
they
do
told
too.
it, kind of.
I do too. I agree.
But then,
And
unfortunately,
then,
the Benoit title run led to nothing because Benoit had no fucking charisma.
and
Well,
that was the
that's never been new, That was always the case. Good worker, but
Yeah.
not very good on the mic.
that year that he won the Rumble was the year that he switched brands, and that was like the first time that actually happened after the Rumble too, because he went from SmackDown to Raw,
Yeah.
and then challenged for the world champion.
And then ran into the Reign of Terror.
Do you guys remember who won the 1992 Royal Rumble match?
Ric Flair.
Okay, see, I'm gonna pop in trivia here
I mean, we
every
just
once
talked
in a
about
while.
the post-match promo, so I'm pretty sure we do.
See, I'm testing you, like I always do.
Test was in a Royal Rumble, and it probably sucked.
Yeah, he was in.
What did you
He
think
was.
of when Vince McMahon won the Rumble and the way they told that one with like how Vince left for most of it on commentary and Austin was taken out by the corporate? I kind of like at the time I liked it, but going back, I don't like that Rumble. It's not very good.
No, but that's the thing, right? You're looking at it with what's the expression goes, tinted view or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I mean everything the Attitude Era was kind of cool at the time. You look it back on it now, a lot of that shit don't hold up like that.
2002, I feel like was a better one where like Triple H came back and won, but that had a lot of top guys in it, like Austin and some like Gold Dust came back or something, and the Godfather I think came back for that too. I
And
like that one for some reason.
so did Mr. Perfect.
There you go. Yep, Final Four too. They pushed him for a second, and then he got on an airplane with Brock.
Yep. And then he went to TNA and fucking ODs on something.
What would be the best moment though? That's a good question. Like you're right, it does depend on the taste and all that stuff, but there's got to be one like everybody could kind of agree with the most is the best, and I don't think it's Mysterio by far. Maybe
I don't know. It's probably Stone Cold winning.
that's what I was literally about to say. Maybe Austin's 97 or 98 though.
98, because that's when he became the top dog.
That's what I was gonna say. And you got Mike Tyson up in the skybox watching. They're going towards that. I like that one better than 97. 97 Rumble kind of fucking sucks. As big as a crowd the fucking San Antonio, the Alamo Dome was, they were dead silent. That era, late 96, 97 WF sucked. Mark Marrow was awful. Like shit like that. It was just bad.
Oh, you're just reminding me. The Wild Man, he was Mark Merrow before he became Marvelous Mark
Remember,
Merrow.
yeah, and remember that 97 Rumble had like all those luchadors randomly because it's the first time they tried to compete with like WCW, but they were guys like that were kind of bland and they didn't build them up, they just threw them in.
Yep, exactly. Actually, that 97 Royal Rumble had fucking, he wasn't Kane then, but as one of the Final Four as Fake
It was
Diesel.
Fake Diesel in the Final Four. That's the state of WWF in that time.
Yeah, Fake Diesel is in your Final Four. It's like, wow.
Oh, I feel like I ripped a Band-Aid off even bringing that match up.
Yeah.
At least
I
Austin won it. At least the finish was red hot at the time, and that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do another trivia question and see if you guys got this. Okay, how many men have won 2 Royal Rumble matches?
Stone Cold Roman Reigns.
You think 2?
You just said 2. I mean,
I'm saying who won. There's 6 guys who have won 2 Royal Rumble matches.
Jesus.
And Roman Reigns is not one of them actually, and Stone Cold actually won 3.
yeah, but that's still
6 guys. Fuck.
6 guys have won 2.
Other than John Cena. I think he's. I know he's. Yeah.
Hogan.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Batista, Cena, and Orton.
Batista won 2. That's right. fucking
2005, 2014.
ugh.
And right, Blandy just won last year's Royal Rumble, which was pretty shitty. When did he win before that? What was the Rumble he won the first time? Was that
2009?
That one sucked too.
Ugh. Yeah.
Here's another trivia question. I know you're gonna like this one. Okay, who was the third longest time in a Royal Rumble match? And it was 1993. Who was
Backlund.
Travis. I knew it.
I already brought it up.
See,
I'm a mark for that one. That's not even fair to Bronson. Come on, man.
and there's also 6 guys who have have the time of over an hour in the Rumble. And it is Rey Mysterio, Benoit, Backlund, Triple H, Jericho, and Ric Flair.
When did Jericho do that?
2017.
Really? Last year? I don't even remember that. That's sad.
It was an hour and
Wow.
It was literally 1 hour.
I don't remember a lot of I remember Jack Gallagher with his umbrella last year, and I remember everyone getting really pissed off when it was Roman, and that's all I remember of last year's Rumble match.
I can't believe it. And then, of course, Roman Reigns is under that at number 7 with 59 minutes and 50 seconds. And it's crazy that 1999 McMahon actually and Stone Cold basically had the same amount of time in 1999 in the Rumble.
I'm disappointed nobody's brought up Royal Rumble 96 when Vader debuted.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But actually, what was a bigger deal was the night after Raw when he beats the shit out of fucking Monsoon. Actually, that's what stands out more than the Rumble itself.
Yeah.
That.
Plus, that pay-per-view was Brett and Undertaker for the first time. That was a big deal. It was like, holy shit. And that was just a schmoz, though, with fucking Diesel and all that.
Oh, yeah, and then they set up for Taker and him.
96 Rumble as a whole at that time, I actually like that one. Because you had, like, the Body Donnas, I remember, against the Smoking Guns for the tag team titles.
Really?
And Razor Ramon lost the Intercontinental belt to Goldust. They were pushing that envelope of Goldust red hot.
Yeah, because what's-his-face came in and kicked him. 1, 2, 3 Kid cost him the match.
Yep. I love the Rumble moments. I could talk about them forever.
Yeah, and here's another one. Who has like the most hours spent in a Royal Rumble?
Warlord.
No. The Warlord was 2 seconds.
That's what I thought.
Most. I'm saying like the most hours in a Rumble.
Wait, what's the question?
How many hours has one of the wrestlers been in the Rumble? Like 4 hours, 5 hours? Who was it?
I don't know.
Chris Jericho.
Oh.
4 hours and 56 minutes. And it's crazy that Cody Rhodes is actually in the top 6 on that, too.
How many has Jericho won, though? He's got Dan Marino syndrome.
None.
I'm loving Jericho right now. I know this isn't New Japan talk, but my God.
Yeah, man. He's the best damn heel in the business right now.
Didn't he return at a Rumble? He's returned in a couple Rumbles by now.
I think so.
The one when Sheamus won, I know, is down to like him and Jericho, though. I'm pretty sure is the final 2. He almost won a Rumble.
Speaking of that, do you know when he's going to face Naito, or they haven't said?
I don't know. I'm guessing Dominion, their next biggest show.
When is that?
July.
Oh, what?
I could see him saving that and pushing it like they. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
They do things differently, a little bit.
Well, yeah.
I kind of feel like that's the right way to do it too. Why do it in a month?
Yeah, I agree.
Look at how shitty of a match that Rock and Cena was, but I feel like, and I'm not a big fan of that match, but I feel like everybody ended up watching that match. It's the most viewed of all time, probably still. You know what I mean? Because of the year-long hype. When done right, I mean, say what you want. the eyes are there, and I feel like Jericho and Omega definitely had the eyes. We'll get to that at another time. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys know who has the most Rumble appearances and has the most eliminations, which is Kane with 44. And then Kane has the most appearances at 19. And
Wow.
Kane, to me, is like one of the most underrated guys that's in the Rumble, even though he did have the most eliminations for so many years. I
I'm
think
glad you're
Kane's
such
like,
a big fan of him because you got plenty of
I
him on
am
Raw tonight, apparently, from what I've read.
a lot of Kane tonight as well. Yes, we did. Unfortunately.
You sound so depressed now. I'm sorry. 2017 Kane is depressing.
It
Well, you should have
really,
retired.
it really is. And then, of course, there's only been 3 female entrances in the Rumble: China, Phoenix, and Karma.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. It's actually been since 2012 since we've had a female actually come in the Rumble.
What'd you think about the China one, guys, when they did it at the time?
Well, she was in there 1999 and 2000, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was, something. But I never really liked China, so I didn't care. But
At least Steve Austin eliminated her, and the crowd popped.
yeah, exactly.
One night eliminating China.
That sounds like her last porn.
Yes, it does.
Way to go, Logan, you filthy fuck.
Yeah, why are we talking about China porn, man?
I wasn't trying to.
About to vomit.
Speaking of vomit, Beth Phoenix in her appearance had to make out with Great Khali. I hope she got a nice little bonus. Holy shit. And I've seen the shoots now of his hygiene from like Simon Gotch in the hotels and stuff. Holy shit. Please, I hope she got paid extra for that French kiss.
Oh, he's a smelly fucker?
Yeah, and he kept like raw chickens in his hotel room. Simon Gotch said that he would go in and he would piss in like his bathtub. He wouldn't pee in the toilet. It was disgusting, and I didn't mean to make your show gross.
Oh. Then again, though, a guy that size, I don't know how he can't shower really, so he's got to. I don't know how he.
I mean, you could still pee in a toilet, even though you're tall.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right, yeah, let's move on.
At least Andre the Giant, he had 120 fucking bottles of wine, but he still managed to piss in the toilet.
Well, and like 100 beers or something, no normal man, would have been dead.
Did Andre really have any good Rumble moments? I don't feel like he did. I feel like he was in some, but he didn't really. Like, you feel like he would do more.
I don't think he was in that many because he was pretty much retired by like 91, 92. So,
he was probably in like the first. He was in 89, I know, because of Demolition. He was in there with them. Because they started out the first time 2 tag partners fought each other, number 1 and number 2. I always remember that. But yeah, not a lot of big Rumble moments for Andre. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he was winding down, so that's probably why.
I feel like this, if they started the Rumble concept a couple years earlier, when Andre was more mobile and younger, this would have been totally up his alley. He could have possibly won at least 2, like Hogan did back to back.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that they've totally killed in his honor, though, now that it's a pre-show and now that
that fucking battle royal.
Yeah, they should just like now that what is Mojo won it, then now it should just that's the end.
That's it. You killed it.
Yeah, you killed it. Speaking of that, who the hell do you think is going to win that tournament? The U.S. tournament title.
Bobby Roode.
Probably Roode.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Gonna have to. You got to do something with Roode right now, or he's gonna end up like a Ziggler.
Wait, I was reading somewhere that they were saying that he's going to come back after there's a winner or something, but I don't know if that's true.
He could possibly be in the Rumble match. Surprise everyone.
I
I
guess.
know, and I was reading up and I saw it today. I know, like, my big prediction was that we'd see Neville. I don't think that's happening. I was reading some stuff. That doesn't look like he's coming back. The latest.
Unfortunately.
We don't know that though. I mean, again, these fucking people who report the news
It was reported by the
I
Sun.
hope we do. I hope we fucking do, and I hope he wins it.
Yeah, but a lot of times they don't know what they're talking about. So even wrestling news is like 50-50. Sometimes they, oh no, we got to clarify.
What if they did? What if they went with Woken Matt? Because it is over. Vince loves it. What if they just did it? You think it could garner the attention they want to go against, like an Omega Jericho thing right now, like pander to the marks in a way? I feel like it could be the right call. You got to go. Go Matt and surprise everyone, or go Balor and kind of do the right thing. You don't kind of have to be a big fan of Balor to get to put him over Brock at Mania. It makes sense to push a new star. That's kind of the right, especially with the buzz now with the Bullet Club with him or whatever.
I mean, as long as fucking Roman Reigns is not anywhere near that shit, I'm all for it, man. Enough with Roman Reigns. So yeah, I'm for anything that's not Roman Reigns. He already had his shot, and that's it. Like, come on, enough.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
You can't. I mean, I get it. The past couple years, they've trolled the fans, and it's worked with like 2014, 2015. Those notorious ones where it got ruined when the fans didn't get what they want, and they sabotaged the whole fucking match. But still, that's a whole other fucking take on it. But I feel like it's time. We haven't had you gotta have a Rumble once in a while where it's a new kind of uprising star in a way, something different, and just can't go. And now I see the rumors of Cena. I'm like, no, what? Come on.
Oh God, no. I mean, it bad enough last year when fucking Borton won it. I was like, really? And it was already rumored too. I couldn't believe how obvious that was. Like, I can't believe he won. Yeah. Usually, I was like, wow, really?
Everybody loved the Wyatt family feud at the time, and I thought at first it was okay, but I didn't think it was world title kind of worthy at all. So.
Oh, that's that's so unmemorable that Bray Wyatt was a WWE champion. I almost blacked that out that he was champion. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
I don't know. I mean, again, he's a good talker, but in ring, I always felt Bray Wyatt is not a very good. I always felt he's a shitty wrestler. I mean, he's okay, but he's.
I think he's good. I just think he's book shit.
I don't think he's very good. You think he's actually good? Like
his promos, they give him way too much time. They need to be cut down, way down.
But that's all he is, though, is a promo. Even though you don't know what the hell he's talking about, but I mean, you ever notice every match he does, people don't, even back then though when he was over, people never felt the connection to his matches really.
I think sadly backstage in their eyes, he cuts great promos, which is sad because they're long-winded, they're riddles, and they don't make sense. But I think that he's coached in ring to tone it down. I feel like if he was in another environment, New Japan, Ring of Honor, he could work his ass off like we see like glimpses of it in these matches, but I feel like he's shackled. They're forcing him to tone it down because hey, you're a bigger guy, you want your body to last. Don't give him everything, kid. Rely on your promos. You know what I mean? Like I could see that.
Wow.
I feel like Husky Harris was really good in FCW way back in the day.
Well, I didn't watch
he's got the bloodline.
I don't know.
He does.
I don't know, but then his brother wasn't very good either in the ring at all.
Yeah, see, I'm not huge on Bo. I don't know. Yeah. I kind of feel the nepotism thing with Bo a little bit more. I feel like Bray has earned his stripes, but I feel like Bo is good, but he's not that good.
Oh, in the ring, yeah, no. He had an annoying character in NXT that they did a good job with, but they totally fucked it up. And when he came to the roster, like they didn't even give that.
It worked. They could have made it work. They just
yeah, but they didn't care. Yeah, for whatever reason, they fucked it up.
Adam Rose could have fucking worked too.
I
mean, they made it too kid friendly. There's so many things I could have done booking that character.
I don't know. That was a weird gimmick though. Like he needed a crew with him. I don't know. And he had a fucking catchphrase, "Don't be a lemon, Rosebud." So yeah, they were clearly trying something to be a Rosebud. Yeah.
What if Adam Rose comes back in the Rumble, Logan? And Braun could carry him out again like the old days.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the dancing, whatever the hell they were called.
Let's just bring Hornswoggle back.
No.
And he can do an AA on somebody.
What? That's not even close to what I'm talking about. Get Hornswoggle the fuck out of here.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you might as well have Drew Carey make an appearance again, like he did in 2001 Royal Rumble. I think.
I don't hate that appearance though. At least
Donald Trump.
at least he didn't go out there and like he got put over. Like he wasn't hurting anyone. Like he tried to bribe him with money. He lived like it was comedy, but it didn't last forever either. I think that's another reason I liked it. They did it pretty quick.
And plus, though, that show was funny. I liked the Drew Carey show. So
yeah.
Isn't he hosting Prices right now?
Yes.
Yes. For the past fucking.
So however long ago, what the hell is it?
Bob Barker.
Yeah. I think CM Punk was still in the company and Drew Carey was still hosting.
Damn, that tells you how long
it's been a while. It's been. But he lost a bunch of weight. I know that.
I'm reading something right here. Something about self-eliminations, such as Andre the Giant jumping out of the ring after seeing a snake in 1989.
Yeah. Yep, that was a good one. You know what? 93 is my favorite Rumble, and it's a guilty pleasure when the Giant Gonzalez comes out and just beats the shit out of the Undertaker, because the Undertaker, when he came out in that Rumble, was so over, and that was a disappointing call looking back, obviously. But I think why it's one of my favorites is because how insanely red hot that crowd was at first. I just so much nostalgia. Damien Demento was in that Rumble, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's our favorite year, Bronson, 93.
Oh yeah, we should have fucking done that one, man. Fuck. Now that I think of, now you bring that up, we should have done that show, but maybe next time. We should definitely do that one. We should definitely do that one like soon. That should be the next one for sure.
What's your bold prediction this year's to win the Rumble, Logan? Who you got?
Oh, a lot of people's going Shinsuke Nakamura. A lot of people's going Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice too.
To me, like, if Braun Strowman wasn't in the championship match, I could see Braun winning it, honestly. But then again, I mean, damn, it's.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to see him and Brock Lesnar again, though. I wouldn't want to see that again, though.
Could it be Shinsuke Nakamura and then go on to face AJ Styles at Mania?
No, they're not gonna do that.
They're gonna tease it. I'm telling you, they're gonna tease it.
I don't know. Maybe with the whole good response that Wrestle Kingdom has gotten, maybe this is a kick in the ass that WWE needs. But I know it's not gonna happen. I'm just wishful thinking. But maybe that'd be nice.
Just something with the fucking edge. Add an edge to your product.
Okay, well, Edge can win the Rumble. There we go.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Podcast.
I mean,
their podcast is so good. I recommend it.
Yeah, I've listened to clips of it when they're talking about it, and it's very entertaining. The two of
I
them.
aim to be like them, so let's pick it up, Logan. We got to do him proud.
Let's pick it up.
Name dropped him.
No, we got it too. Let me see. Ooh, that's a good one. Here, okay. So I gave my prediction, and we also said Prize returns in the Rumble for the female. What about the men's? Who do you see coming and surprising people in the Rumble?
You know, to come to think of it, last year there was no Legends special appearances. Really, it was everybody working in the company. Like
no surprises last.
Yeah, other than really Ty Dillinger being number 10. But I don't know. I don't think there's going to be anybody for this one. I mean, Jericho, that's not going to happen. I mean, obviously that would be huge.
What about Aleister Black or Velveteen Dream? Think they impressed people enough that much with that match? I feel like they could have.
Yeah, but it's too soon. I don't. That'd be a waste. Then have them eliminate. Well, Aleister Black.
I don't feel like Black's too soon. I feel like Dream's way too soon.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think he'll get over on the main roster. I just know they'll fuck that gimmick will not get over for sure. I don't think it would. Velveteen Dream's gimmick, that is.
Yeah.
I don't see any surprises happening really. I mean, yeah, like you said, maybe a Black or Adam Cole, maybe that'd be pretty. That'd be something. That would be huge. That would be fucking huge.
Yeah, that would.
Actually, that would be massive. Actually, yeah.
I think that would be. Well, I think that would be good.
He's probably the most over guy. I mean, that NXT Takeover War Games the next night, people were shouting "Bay Bay" in the main pay-per-view there. So that's how over he was.
I could see Lars Sullivan just not like making a main roster debut, but like the one NXT guy that's just in the Rumble. I could see that this year.
Yeah, actually, that's a good one, Travis. Yeah, because he's a big dude, and maybe give him like an elimination or something. Yeah, I could see that one.
Most definitely. I'm digging that dude. He's so good.
Actually, you know what? I could see them just debuting him because I don't think they're gonna give him the belt or anything. He could probably be one of those unexpected NXT debuts on the main roster.
Like kind of, Baron Corbin was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And he's got a good theme. I like his theme. Really good theme.
Yeah. It's sick.
Yeah.
Is there any records do you think is going to be broken in this Rumble coming up?
I don't think so.
Longest piss break.
What, the female one?
Yep.
Possibly.
Is that what you guys are?
What if I hope Miss Jackie comes out and beats the shit out of everyone, Hall of Fame ring and all. That'd be awesome. She's not a name that anyone's brought up.
Yeah, she could make a. Yeah, she could make an
Medusa,
appearance.
huh?
Why not?
Imagine that, and she comes out and beats the shit out of everyone.
I don't think she could. She just had knee surgery.
Oh yes, that's not.
Imagine if she did though, and she had she cleared the ring. It was down to one other woman after they cleared him out. It was her and Asuka. Holy shit, that would be amazing. And of course, she put the young lion over. You put Asuka over in the end. Makes sense, but still, that's just a dream match stare down in a way. For that style of women's wrestling, of course, like the All Japan women's wrestling and shit back in the day, where Medusa came from. And I feel like Asuka would have fit in like a glove, obviously, with those two.
Oh, here's one I guess I didn't think of who could probably be at the Rumble. Fucking Ember Moon.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying we're just throwing names out there.
Peyton Royce, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I said something. I mean, they did just have the tournament, but if they keep, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna fucking do.
I don't know.
Do they know what they're gonna do? Probably not.
I don't think they. Probably not. Probably not until like moments before.
What the hell the matches are going to be for NXT Takeover Royal Rumble? What are even going to be the matches? I don't even know.
Vicky Guerrero. They'll like call her up because they're so desperate for spots.
Oh God, no! Get that fucking bitch off.
You're welcome.
Fuck.
What,
Rosa Mendez returns in 2 weeks or whatever.
Santina.
Actually, I was looking at some list. I think it was on Twitter. Somebody had this list of surprises, and somebody had who was it? Oh, Kelly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Like really?
Yeah.
On Raw tonight, Kurt Angle was talking to somebody on the phone about, coming in. She hasn't laced her boots up in a while, so
probably Trish.
Probably Trish.
Or Victoria.
Or Lita. Or one of them.
Yeah.
I just hope it's Jackie. Make it Jackie.
Yeah. It'd be a weird surprise. I don't know even if WWE would want her again. Gail Kim making an appearance.
What's Dixie Carter?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people were saying that it was going to be Dixie Carter involved in that Kurt Angle storyline.
Dixie Carter comes out on the ramp. Number 30 is called. She comes out. The lights go down. Spotlight. She's just got a microphone in her nice dress. Hey, y'all. It's a new stable, the Dixie Train, and out comes Awesome Kong. And then you see Gail Kim, and you see all these former TNA ladies that they got now, managed by Dixie Carter. and they go and they take over Absolution. Look what I just booked, WWE. Why am I not on your fucking writing team?
You know
Right.
what? You know what? That's better
Money.
than the current shit we're seeing right now. So
How
why
much
not?
heat would that get to see Dixie Carter appear in the Rumble?
That's the thing. People would know who the hell she is, though. They would have to explain.
Oh, people wouldn't. There'd be enough. People have the internet. They'd find a way. And plus, TNA was on like cable TV for years. I'm sure somebody knows. Plus, Awesome Kong and Gail Kim. I mean, that would help too to get a reaction. I feel like people remember them enough. I kind of guess. Maybe I'm going to go create that now in WWE 2K18, stream it at a later date.
Yeah.
What about Jazz?
Nah.
I'm good.
I mean,
I'm just throwing names out now.
You can keep it.
The cat.
Yeah.
What about Rodney Mack? Do you want him to win the men's? They could be a couple titles.
Heidenreich.
No, thank you. Especially when he tried to, or it was implied that he raped Michael Cole or something.
Read poetry and all that weird fucking.
Yeah, it's like what? What?
It was still better than Road Warrior Hawk.
Oh God, I forgot.
They sullied the grave of Hawk.
Oh, yeah. But you could blame fucking Hulk for that. I mean,
Hawk was a prick. So
yeah.
We have insulted the dead officially
No,
on your show. I love it.
I meant you could blame fucking Animal for that because he agreed with it. Actually, that's what
I feel like Hulk was still a prick and he kind of deserved a lot of heat sometimes from the stories I've heard.
Yeah. I saw that Road Warrior documentary that was on WWE. Actually, when it was on when WWE used to be on Netflix, I saw it there. Actually,
yeah, it's like standard case of somebody finds religion or whatever and change their ways, like years after they've already done everything, and it's kind of like I don't know. It's easy to say. Yeah. Still, yeah.
Stacy Keibler.
No.
Nah, she's banging George Clooney or somebody.
Well, used to be, yeah.
Tori Wilson.
No. All right, this is enough. We're gonna just keep guessing women's wrestling. Let's move on.
Well, I mean, there's all kinds of names that you can throw out there. There's only a couple that I think could even work, and I think Bronson, you hit it right on the dot, and that's Ronda Rousey.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not the only one, but yeah. I mean, if he doesn't debut, then what's the point? Actually, I saw another one that's saying Shayna Baszler, but that seems too soon. But yeah, it has to be Ronda. You would think. I mean, that'd be huge, and that you want the women's Royal Rumble to be memorable. That sure as hell would be. So, I mean, Trish and Lita coming back, yeah, that's cool, but that's not going to be very memorable. Like, okay, yeah, they came back, but who cares?
It's like, yeah, they're going to get their entrance, but then what? What are they going to do?
Exactly. They're not going to win.
Well, how about for the men's? I got a name, and I know Travis is gonna literally come down here and fucking punch me in the face. CM Punk.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate it again on your old school. I love your old school episodes, man. I try to promote these as much as I can to help you guys out. I love talking old school anything in pro wrestling.
Until Logan ruins it.
Until Logan brings up CM Punk.
It'd be nice to see Charles Manson Punk, but I don't think we're ever going to see Charles Manson Punk in a wrestling ring ever. For now, yeah, probably not. I mean, if he did, he could go to New Japan and make a shitload of money, or anywhere, but he ain't wrestling, so probably won't happen.
Well, they just announced tonight that Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be on the Raw 25. What if Vince McMahon tries to talk him into doing a surprise entrant?
I don't know. Austin wouldn't do it. I don't think Austin would do that shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
You think Austin? I mean, just listen to him. He seems like he's done with wrestling.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if you wanna, if you're gonna have one surprise.
Yeah, but you really want a guy who's won two or three Royal Rumbles, whatever it was, to be eliminated in like 1 minute.
I'm not saying have him fucking win it. I feel like if he's in it though, maybe it could be a part-time deal where he has a match at Mania with somebody, and it starts. The story starts in the Rumble match.
Okay, could happen.
But yeah, that's shooting high too. That's almost as big as Punk. So
Stone Cold versus Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
No,
Joe eliminates Stone Cold.
What's that?
Stone Cold eliminates Samoa Joe, and then Joe comes in and eliminates him.
What if Joe wins the Rumble and he switches to SmackDown and goes against Styles for the title at Mania?
Nobody's brought that up, and I think that is a possibility. That really is.
Because he's been eating pins to Roman every week. It'd kind of be like a thank you for your service type. Here's your win back. It would make sense. I don't know. I would be down with that match probably more than him and Nakamura Mania. I feel like Samoa Joe and AJ Styles established himself in the United States for years in TNA way more than Nakamura has, and I feel like they deserve it first. And possibly, I know Nakamura and Styles had good matches, but I feel like Styles and Joe have like that fucking perfect chemistry together.
Oh yeah, all their great matches they've had in TNA. So yes, definitely.
Plus, I'm a Samoa Joe mark,
Well, he's good though, so.
I wouldn't be disappointed if he won the Rumble. Actually,
that'd be nice. Be something.
It is something. Mm-hmm. And him and AJ Styles would put on a great match together. That makes sense. I don't see Finn Balor winning either because of him starting the Balor Club now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not like, I mean, he's the leader, right? And they're a tag team, so he's still going to have singles matches.
And that's true. But at the same time, I don't see Finn Balor winning. I don't see, with all the reports going on a month or two ago about Vince McMahon not being a fan, I could see.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
He sells a lot of shirts, so I think that's all that really matters. If you sell merch, you're good. I mean, look at Enzo. So there you go.
There you go. Fuck you, Wade Keller, you dirt sheet writers.
Kicked off the bus.
Oh, I was reading. Supposedly it wasn't true. I didn't read the article on WrestleZone. I saw it, but I didn't click the link to see what that said. So it wasn't true. It was all bullshit.
I don't know. They had the Enzo Amore interview with Corey Graves after Raw, so I didn't watch it. So.
Oh, it's from WWE. It's going to be bullshit, so I wouldn't believe what they say.
I'm in a place in life where the only time I watch the network is to watch old World Class Championship Wrestling episodes.
What about Kurt Angle?
You know what else is bullshit about the network? I'm so sick of them not having updated Monday Night Raw episodes.
I thought they put a new episode of Raw like every
month. A month later, you get a new episode. Because I guess there's some deal with the contract with USA where they can't put it up. I don't know.
Yeah, and I also think that maybe the contract with Hulu probably doesn't help.
That too.
But this is the best time to get on the network, though, and catch out all these old Rumble matches, if anything.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Although they have been putting some on YouTube the past days, which is nice.
I didn't like 03. Let's run down the list real quick before we wrap up tonight. 88, I don't know how I felt about it. 89, Big John Studd, how do we feel?
Hey, he's a legend, although I didn't really watch much of his time. But yeah, why not? I don't remember that Rumble, but I always liked him just because I had his toy, that shitty rubber toy that he couldn't move.
I didn't like it. Logan.
I didn't like it.
90, Hulkster for the first time. I mean, I was a kid, of course I liked it. It was Hogan and the Warrior, yeah, it's passed.
I liked it. Going back and watching it, yeah, I liked it.
I don't remember it, so.
91, Hogan again, and pretty much the same exact match. Not as good. I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm gonna say pass.
Yeah, pass.
Of course, 92. If you say pass, what? Fuck you. I mean, come on.
Pass. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you, Logan.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, it's
Could this
fucking
one divide lines in friendships? 93.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, other than that finish, like you said earlier, that finish was fucking stupid.
Cheesy.
It was okay.
Ooh, you're a lucky man, Logan. 94.
94 is good stuff.
It gets a pass.
What? 94. I gotta say, check it out. It's good. 95. Pass. Fuck this Rumble.
Let me go pee real quick. 96.
Well, Bronson didn't say anything. What are you doing?
Oh,
We all know he's gonna pass on that.
what, 95 Rumble? No, I like that. Shawn Michaels won it, so no, I
See?
like that one.
You want to rush
Oh,
along? I knew he liked that one.
Wow. Okay. I didn't expect
Plus, when
that.
you watch wrestling when it's relevant, and when you're watching it later, kind of, yeah, you don't get the same feeling of it. So I can see why you don't like it. He had to have been there.
That is true. I agree on that one. So what about 96?
Who won that one?
Shawn Michaels.
Again? Oh yeah, yeah. It's all right. It's okay.
I love that one.
Like I said, Vader the next night was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Also, in that Rumble match, you had Shawn eliminating Yokozuna and Vader simultaneously.
Oh wow.
97 sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
98 out the gate, hot fire. I love that Rumble. Austin's first
Loved
real
it.
win.
I agree. I like it.
99 Vinnie Mac on time. I'm not a big fan, like I said earlier. Doesn't hold up.
Yeah. Doesn't.
No.
2000 The Rock in Madison Square Garden winning the Rumble. This was like, I think Rikishi dominated a good bit, did a dance number, ended up eliminating Too Cool. I think Bob Backlund came back in this one. It was okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
All right.
01 Kane dominates. Steve Austin wins again. I like this one. Drew Carey.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
02 good stuff. Triple H. 2003 Brock. I'm not a big fan of this one. I feel like the crowd didn't pop as much when Brock won. I don't feel like it was the right call. There was a lot of talent in this one. They could have gone a lot of other ways.
I don't even remember this one, so I have no recollection of it. So
I actually don't remember 2003 either, really.
2004 is the Chris Benoit one. The Thou That Shall Not Be Named. I like this one. And Ernest the Cat Miller returned in this. It was awesome.
vaguely remember this. I don't have much memory of this one either.
05 John Cena and the botched double elimination with Batista. Vince McMahon tearing his quads. Good stuff.
I'm not passing on it because he tore his quad.
That saved it for you. 06 Rey Mysterio, the Marathon Man, the Miracle match or whatever. I like this one for what it is. I like it.
Yeah, but too bad that in the end, though, he was one of the worst world champions of all time.
Oh yeah, totally. 07 The Undertaker one. It's when it came down to him and Shawn Michaels. I actually liked this one. I remember Sabu was in this match. A lot of names were in this one. It was okay.
Yeah, I don't think I saw this one.
I remember this one.
What do you think?
I think the ending was not Triple H, but Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. Yeah, I liked it.
08 I don't like this one. Madison Square Garden. John Cena comes back early from injury at number 30 and wins it. I liked it until that. At the time, it was so frustrating because we thought maybe, I remember like John Cena was injured, he's going to be out for a while, so it was a chance to see other guys get a shot. Nope, lo and behold, they went with Cena again. I don't like it.
It's okay. I mean, that's funny. During that time, everybody was booing Cena, but then when he made that surprise, that pop was fucking huge. I mean,
Yeah.
It was, wow. Make up your fans, people. Do you hate them or you like them?
Yeah.
I agree.
09, Randy Orton.
Pass.
Yep.
2010, Edge comes back from injury and wins. I'm not a huge fan of this one either.
I don't remember this one.
I'm not a huge fan of the match itself, but Edge returning, I'm not going to pass on that. I thought it told a good story at the end.
2011, 40-man Rumble, the fucking Nexus Rumble, basically.
Pass.
Alberto Del Rio, pass.
I didn't even, yeah.
2012, Sheamus and Chris Jericho. Sheamus wins.
No, thank you.
Pass. Too many legends. 2013, John Cena. Pass.
Pass.
2014,
Pass.
Batista.
No, thank
Pass.
2015, Roman.
Boo.
Pass.
2016, Roman. Or Triple H.
Boo.
2017, last year, Randy Orton, boo. And
Pass.
this year, we will see. And that is the official list and our reactions for the Royal Rumbles.
Overall, last predictions: who wins the female and the men's Royal Rumble? Go.
Well, I mean, if
Ronda's in there, I gotta go Ronda. I got it.
but if she doesn't make her appearance, then I guess I don't know.
Asuka.
Yeah, exactly.
What about you, Travis?
Ugh. Asuka.
I think we're all three on board on Asuka, if it's not Ronda. What about the men's?
I don't know. I mean,
Balor.
Balor or Joe or any.
I'm going to go with Joe. I think Samoa Joe. I think what Travis said with him winning and going to SmackDown against AJ Styles, I think that's where we should go on that.
This would be a nice surprise. This is a pipe dream, but Daniel Bryan returns to the ring
As a
Boom.
heel.
Yes.
Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn, we didn't mention them maybe winning, but they're already in a title match.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going CM Punk.
Damn it.
Hey, I think it could happen. It could possibly happen. You never know. Never say never, right? I don't see it happening, but never say never.
Oh, yeah.
But I think this should wrap up old school Royal Rumble. I'm going to throw it to Bronson. Where can they check you out? And your simple shit.
There's no need. We can move on. I don't plug my stuff again. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Well, Travis, go ahead. Plug all your shows.
That was so rude.
We know you
Christ.
have like 50 of them.
I'm so glad I'm not your co-host. You talk to me like shit. You can catch me on Twitter.
Colin's not here. Sorry.
Yeah, he'll be back soon enough. On Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. Hibiki TMD on YouTube. The Reset Button Slam Pigs Podcast, Slam Pigs Cruise Control, Slam Pigs Union Smack, Never Drew Diamond. Catch me at first thing in the morning on YouTube with our buddy Broski at Kayfabe Today Podcast. Man, thank you again for having me.
Of course, Travis. Can't do a show without you, it seems like. Of course, you guys can check me out on Twitter at Logan Myers144. And of course, go like, subscribe, and enjoy this channel right here, Future Wrestling Podcast. And hopefully soon we will have that 93 Future Wrestling Rewind show coming soon, including 2 weeks from now, the Raw 25th anniversary. We're going to go live after that show as well. And then I don't know if we're going to be doing TakeOver or not. Is anybody pumped up for that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, because those are always better than anything the main roster does. So yes, so I'm hyped for sure.
Yep.
Honestly, I wanted more of Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream. I wanted another match. I wanted to see it. But we do get Aleister Black and Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match. So that's going to be cool to review and watch. So be prepared for that, ladies and gentlemen. But this has been Future Wrestling Podcast. The future is here, and the future is now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Future of Wrestling podcast with your host, the erotic one, Broski and Logan.